There's one key difference with Terra Luna Classic. I haven't actually talked about Terra Luna Classic for a while, and I think that's both a good and bad thing. But it seems like there's a major USDC proposal that's going to change everything. So let's take a look at it.
Classic has accomplished a lot over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so it had a rough, 2022. Especially after the crash, it was really rough for Terra Luna Classic holders. But the exciting thing here is there's really a ton of potential for Terra Luna Classic in the following days.
Really moving from 6,000 points per coin up to 30,000 points per coin, back down where it is now. The volatility is in full swing at the moment. The volatility in the price action has brought a lot of people back to the Terra Luna Classic community. And because these...
So the volatility he means by the price pumping, it brought people back. It brought people back for sure, but what people want to see is there is gonna be stuff in happening for Terra Luna Classic. This proposal is what I'm really interested in. There's still a ton of people active in this community for Terra Luna Classic, and I'm all here for it. And I want to see what happens in the next few days about this.
800 million USTC still in the Risk Harbor multi-sig wallet via an update to the Terra client. The validator believes initiating the burn of 800 million USTC from the Luna Classic treasury using a simplified contract. The Terra Luna Classic community was notified that the Risk Harbor lost the keys and has agreed to blacklist the wallet. Thus, the community plans to burn instead.
So, I feel like what happened here is we got a major chunk of actual holders going back, saying no, and they want to burn a massive supply of Terra Luna Classic that something bad happened.
Burn instead, as no fund recovery via the wallet owners is possible, and blacklisting serves no purpose anymore. So this is the debate that's taking place. If they don't have access, if they truly did lose those keys, you might as well...
Damn, they lost the access to a ton of Terra Luna Classic, and it's keeping Terra Luna Classic holders really afraid at this point. But I want to know what happens in the next few days about this, because this is pretty important to know.
Burn that money. If they won't get rid of it themselves after being blacklisted, we might as well come in and burn that money. Now, to a certain degree, sure. But that means that you can go in and you can manually manipulate any single wallet's holdings.
That's not that good. That means anyone can change anything. And I don't really like the idea of that. I'm not really too keen on that, to be honest. That means anyone can come in. Anyone can basically say, hey, you want to have 0 Terra Luna Classic? That's what's going to be happening.
On the Terra Luna Classic blockchain, there is no such thing as private ownership. Everything would be publicly owned and publicly governed.
I don't think I like that. That means they will able to freeze all of so they're basically having a way, we lost the access, so one way is we make this access public and we can change the address, or the crypto there is lost forever, tons of money, because it seems like they lost the access to it. So it keeps on one side, people want to have this community pool unlocked, which is probably a ton of funds. And on the other side, it means anyone can control anything. If someone goes rogue in a Terra Luna Classic team community, they could potentially freeze their wallets, or even worse from what I understand. So that's what's keeping people silent.
Another man's assets. Now, in the same sense, I don't understand why burning is even necessary. Those funds are the equivalent of burned.
Claybro has a fair point. Why do we even need to burn something that's already burned? But it seems like people are still up for it and still want to make that significant change and burn it for real. So it doesn't really need to be changed anything at this point. It's already changed in such a long way that we don't need to change much. If it doesn't need to change, why change it? It's going to take a ton of time and it's going to make a ton of process. Just focus on the things that can't be done and can be improved. If you guys want more content like this, smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Peace, everyone. Let's take a look at this Shibarium. People have been asking this for such a long time. Seriously, this was one of the longest times we have been waiting for Shibarium, because all good things They take time. And that's what we're seeing today. What's happening, everyone? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Be sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. I'll be talking more on everything that's happening with crypto. So if you want more content like this, smash that like, subscribe. Let's talk about what people have, the questions with the burn and the burn plan, all in that pretty much soon.
Have an answer. Oh my goodness. They took a couple extra days to get the SHIB magazine out there. I don't know what they were waiting on. Nobody ever knows what they're waiting on because they don't tell us. But we have an answer as to when we are going to see Shiba Inu coin burned from the transactions that have been happening on Shibarium. And I'm going to tell you right now, December 14th, December 15th, and December 16th. That is Thursday, Friday.
So this is good news. People have been waiting for this, and they've been waiting for burns in general. I think that's what really helps keep people at bay, like these type of burns for that example. That's what's really exciting to see, in my opinion.
Friday and Saturday, theoretically depending on where you live in the world, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but the 14th, 15th, and 16th. I don't know what time they're going to happen, but more importantly, I don't know the amount that they are going to happen in. We're going to talk about the total that we've seen accumulated so far. We're going to talk about these expectations, what it means for the price of Bone, what it means for the price of Shiba Inu coin, what it means for you, and what it means for me. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get thing and you.
So I'm wondering, like, my question here is right now, like, what is gonna happen with the crypto burns? What do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna be like burning everything? Because I don't think that's a realistic idea. I think people have like false expectations, especially with like crypto going down right now. The biggest issue here is a lot of people still aren't too sure what's going to happen next to Shiba Inu. They don't know if Shiba Inu is going to stay around. They don't know if Shiba Inu is going to be gone forever. And I think that's a very, very scary thought in a sense. Like that's what keeping people at bay, really, in my opinion. But anything could happen at this point.
Everybody going out there and buying your brand new favorite bro hoodie, Justin. Make sure to go grab something off Amazon. Leave a nice review like that, and I hope it is titled "Turning Spam into Sparkle."
So Shiba Inu could probably gain a lot from like getting an actual user base, getting a community together, and I think it's doing that again. Like before, during the bear market, like the biggest hits were the ones to be sold off first. That imagine like the traders, they didn't sell crypto in a sense first. Guess what they sold first? They sold SHIB first, obviously. And that's bad, right? They sold SHIB in that way. They didn't want to sell anything else. And it's scary. It's really scary to see Shiba Inu not do well. And I'm scared. I was scared for Shiba Inu in a sense. But there is hope. There is hope in the following days for SHIB. There is hope today. There is hope tomorrow. Because Shiba Inu has been coming back during this bear market, basically. And it's been seeing huge, huge upturns in the following days. So that being said, do I think Shiba Inu has a chance of not succeeding? Absolutely, but the chances now to succeed are way, way higher than before. They're way higher to succeed than not succeed. And I think that's the big difference in that aspect.
When I asked them about burns, I got blocked because burns were not important.
Yeah, burns are definitely important, and it sucks he got blocked because this is one of the most important questions in the crypto industry. People are talking about that every single day, and they're talking about the burns. They're talking and they're excited about the burns. They want to know more about the burns. And I do think a lot of people, they go up and down this ladder expecting SHIB to change if there's huge whales dumping. And this is the problematic part. Like if the huge whales are dumping, who's going to buy all these huge whales tokens? So they need to be burned, right? And I think that's one issue that Terra Luna Classic solves.
Take place on December 14th, December 15th, and December 16th. Now, it's interesting because they took that $70,000 out of the Shiba Swap liquidity pool. What? Yeah.
So what they took, that's the interesting thing. The burns, they took it out of the liquidity pool. I thought they got it from Shiba Swap trading fees. Now that's crazy.
What? Yeah. They drained that out of the Shiba Swap liquidity pool and used that to burn. Didn't bridge it off of Shibarium. Didn't ask anybody if they could take it out of the liquidity pool.
So they took it. I'm not too sure if they also took out the BNB, but that's kind of worrying. That's definitely worrying if it was me.
Made that centralized decision to do so. Now, I don't think that was a good decision, but clearly...
I think a lot of people don't even understand what the SHIB team is doing, and they're very much simplifying everything. Like, they don't want to bridge it. They probably have a dev team, and they're not going to burn their own cash.
I don't have access to the liquidity pool, so it wasn't my decision to make. But these burns here, here's a couple important things. That is all they tell us. Okay, that is all they tell us about the burns. It goes on to say, what is Shibarium's secret sauce? It can handle a colossal transaction tsunami without a glitch. No,
I think the biggest issue with Shibarium is it doesn't have a big enough user base. Like, if you can solve that, and that's the biggest thing exchanges have problem with, if you can solve that, you can basically solve anything at that point. But the user base is problematic. If you cannot have a user base, then you're in a big problem, actually. Like, you're having a ton of issues, and I definitely do think people realize that. Like, nobody wants to see crypto on the downturn. Everyone wants to see crypto on the upturn, in my opinion. And that's scary. That's definitely a scary process in that sense. But I'll keep you guys updated with more news on that, basically. So let's stay tuned.
Outages, no delays, no seamless action. The stress test isn't a theoretical daydream. It's a bold declaration that Shibarium is the real deal, poised to handle the ever-growing demands of its users' base. As we anticipate more SHIB burns in the days to come, the community has a golden ticket to flaunt that the might of adoption and reshape the financial future. This isn't just a tech milestone. It's a symbol of community strength, resilience, and unshakable belief in the
So yeah, it's definitely a good step forward, exactly what people have been asking for. But it's nowhere near like the burns we need to see yet.
Transformative power of blockchain technology, including transaction fees surpassing 1.4 million bone.
I don't think the bone is used enough. I think the bone actually drops a lot. Like, it's very high based, and I think that's the biggest problem with bone. Like, that's what people are seriously worried about in that sense. Like, don't you think like the thing with bone is not a lot of people want to like use it because they have no reason to? I find that problematic, if you ask me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. In reality, I could be just wrong in a sense. So hard to say, but it's definitely a worrying thought in a way. And I do think crypto could recover in the following few days. I do think crypto could do better. I do think we could be seeing many more updates from them, but that's all a question for now. We could be seeing anything at this point. So
now that is exactly how much we expect to be burned. 1.4 total million bone. Right now, that is $1 million plus. Now, we need to hold them accountable to burning that $1 million.
So they burn, yeah, they said they will burn $1 million. And the reason why I like Claybro, the reason I like this YouTuber, and the reason why he has 7,000 views is because he's very consistent with his wording. Like, he's very focusing on his opinion. He's not just saying, yeah, that's cool, Shiba Inu going up, right? He actually stays in the deep, and he tells his own opinion. He tells what exactly is going on behind the scenes, what the devs are doing, and he's trying to keep them accountable, because I don't know why they did that, why they took out of the liquidity pool. Imagine saying, oh, I'm gonna take I'm gonna give you $1,000 in a cash gift for your birthday, but instead you go out and take it out from your grandmother's account, and that's like a shared family account instead of your own money, or the Shibarium money, which they said is gonna be like automatic. But I guess it's just like a simplicity, so it also gets Shiba Inu's developer sites. So it could be just like a simplistic way, because bridging and everything, 75k could be a big problem. Could also cost a lot of fees, and you have to hire someone, and you probably have to need developers. So it's a lot easy to like unbridge it from the community pool. And but I guess when they make it automatic, that's when the huge bull runs will come. But they said 1 million will be burned. I don't know if that's gonna be a lot or not. It depends on so many factors, but yeah.
It wouldn't raise any question if they simply told us, this day we're going to be burning 333,000. The next day we're going to be burning 333,000. The next day we're going to be burning 333,000. But they don't give us any sort of, they don't give us any sort of information surrounding how much.
SHIB will burn December 14, 15, 16, but we don't know how much. That's the problem. But people keep coming back, and I think Shiba Inu has been here for such a long time, really, and that's why people are excited about it.
Is going to be burned on those days. So I guess we must wait and see. I think it's like 48 hours or so before we get to that point in time where we do have those burns.
So there's some exciting stuff though, like Shiba Inu burns are still good, but they're nowhere near the amount people want. People will want trillions of burns in SHIB burn. If you guys want more content like this, smash that like button and subscribe for more.
And very interesting.
Seems like we are having huge updates for Shiba Inu, which is absolutely amazing. By the end of the year, there's gonna be a massive update for all SHIB holders, set by the CEO of SHIB. Ain't that amazing? CEO of SHIB actually leaked this year-ending surprise for SHIB holders, and I was wondering, what could it be? Could it be a giveaway? What do you guys think? I personally think like there's tons of possibilities that we could actually be seeing in the next few days.
End of the year for Shiba Inu. Satoshi has come out and has said, quote, there is a very big announcement coming and that it is leak time, as a huge year-end surprise is coming for Shiba Inu coin holders. What do you guys?
So it seems like there's going to be massive updates on this one, and that's what keeps me awake at bed at night. That's what keeps me awake at the bed. I do think there's a lot of possibilities on what will be happening, but it really does depend.
I think this is. I want to hear from you. Drop in the comments below. Smash the like button. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new to me. I cover SHIB pretty much every single day, as well as other major coins and tokens. So let's jump into this and kind of see what we've got coming. But we could be having some breaking news coming from the.
So yeah, subscribe also to Austin Hilton. I'm actually going to be checking what he can improve for the better. Is there anything like that SHIB can do so it makes it in the end a lot more fun, a lot more exciting? I definitely do think there's tons of opportunity really for Shiba Inu holders in the next following days, simply because, well, Shiba Inu is still pretty fresh, it's still pretty new. Like, this is exactly what people wanted to see in a sense. This is exactly what people have been expecting others to do, and that's what I'm excited about.
The SHIB team in the not too distant future. They are teasing us with some, quote, again, very big announcements. What do you think they are? What's your opinion? Could have something to do with Shibarium, could have something to do with burns, could have something to do with major partnerships. They are teasing.
Could be anything at this point, and that's what keeps people excited. The real thing is that the excitement of unknown is a reality. So when people are talking about Shiba Inu, what they really want to know is like, where will it go next year? Well, will it go now? And I feel like the Shiba Inu holders are really looking forward to this massive update for SHIB that's gonna be happening in the next few days. In that sense, so I am looking forward that Shiba Inu will be growing, but what I do want to know is, where could Shiba Inu be in the next few years? Now that's the question I have for another day possibly. But hey, let's keep watching and let's keep talking.
right here in the red and the orange. Make sure you guys can see this. Yep, in the red and orange.
So in what we tagged as leak time. So there's a leak. Kusuma revealed the team will be making a significant announcement. So significant announcement, we don't know what kind of is. According to Kusuma, the upcoming reveal will be the team's end of the year surprise for the community. So it could be a secret project they were working on, but nobody's too sure.
The red is Kusama's revealed that we are now in leak time, and that we could be again reveal a massive year-end surprise. Now there is at the end of this year, let me scroll down, an upcoming Shibarium Christmas giveaway party. Okay, it's set to be held on December 20th at 1700 UTC on X. Over on their spaces, so we'll kind of see what that looks.
So that's gonna be the big thing that everyone is excited about. Like, where is crypto gonna be a few days from here? Is unpredictable. Leak time, I can assure you, next week we have a very big announcement, year-ending surprise. It will be the world's first proving SHIB is leading innovation in Web3. So it does take me a chance that SHIB actually took a pump. So we could be seeing, in my opinion, what we could be seeing for SHIB in the following days is SHIB's massive run for the stars. But what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think it will happen? Do you guys think it won't happen? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news